Are they doing Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? Is that Good Vibrations? I mean, what? There's a couple people in the video. I don't know, man. Listen, shout out to whoever did it. You could tell it's kind of low budget. I'm not here to criticize anybody. But if anybody goes back and redoes it, what they need to do is we need to know what city those particular officers are from. I don't believe there were any graphics that told you that. So unless you know or recognize those particular officers, or maybe the vehicles in the back, or maybe like the skyline or wherever they are, you don't know where these officers are from. Or maybe it was all the same department. I don't know. Okay, I'm not criticizing. I'm here to share because I care. Tracy writes, Nate, wait till your kids are too old for summer camp and they sit at home all day and suck up your food and your air. On the flip side, they're too young to work. Oh, my God. Don't say that, Tracy. They going to do something. They're doing something. I'm telling you, little Buddha is not rolling like that. Junior is not rolling like that. I don't know what that means. They can start working at 15. Well, you're talking about 13, 12, somewhere around there. They're getting some sports then. Bye. My mother used to say, do not come back in this house. We will be out of the house all day long. And now I understand why. Tracy writes, Rhonda writes, Woodlawn Summer Camp starts the day after Memorial Day, all the way up to August 12th. Yep, and it's probably expensive too. Mr. Hollywood writes, maybe the man with the bag on his head was ugly, LOL. See, I got that wrong. It was on his hand. That's on me. Angela writes, never too young to work. They can sweep, empty trash cans, do odd jobs. What's up, Jerica? She writes, I'm here, y'all. Hey, good to see you. John writes, my boy is 10. His last day was Tuesday. He got a summer chore list on Wednesday. That's right. Yeah, you cannot make home a comfortable place for him. You can't, oh, it's all easy here. No, it's not. It's easy for me and your mother here. This is where we chill. Now, go get me some drinks. Go get me a water. Go get daddy a water. Free writes, yes, I definitely have heard the entire story before I can form an opinion. Did he jump to conclusion too fast? ? We have seen that all too much lately. Absolutely. Avery writes, I'm told that the off-duty police officer was in uniform. The robber was from Madisonville, and everybody knows there was an off-duty officer on duty. Mr. Hollywood, you may have something. So maybe they thought the dude was weak. Maybe they thought it would roll like that, but that man was wrong if that's what he thought. Rhonda writes, there's no consequences for heroin addicts, so why wouldn't they take over the streets? # report heroin users in your neighborhood. I'm 1,000% for that. And the dealers just dealing. Kenny writes, yeah, that new Running Man is whack. It sure is. It's like, why would anybody ever want to take the Running Man and make that the Running Man? It's ridiculous. I don't want to do that. I don't even want to do the new Running Man because I know I'm going to look ridiculous doing it. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing it. Rhonda writes, Tracy, they can go volunteer at Stepping Stone starting at 13. Uh-oh, work. They're piling work on the kids now, Tracy. Wanda writes, the off-duty police do wear a uniform. He is actually cool. I had words with the manager, and the off-duty just sat there. He didn't try to get into it at all. We resolved our differences, but I had to let the bank manager have it. Sometimes you got to do that. Tiffany Sissoko writes, volunteer. There are plenty of opportunities out there. Red Cross. There it is. Free writes, yes, day camp is expensive. We need to seriously have that conversation in the community. I paid $12.55 for CRC. Ridiculous. Yeah. Done it for many years for little Buddha. She's not going this year. But for many years, she was at a CRC. Matter of fact, last year she was over at, I think I told you folks, she was at Bond Hill. The year before that, she was at the one over in Clifton. Yeah, we love the CRC programs. And then kids need to be around kids all day, not around adults. It's really unfair to everybody. It really is, because the adults don't want to be bothered in some cases. The kids don't really want to be bothered. They want to be with their friends. Dale writes, whatever happened to Rent-A-Kid? ? That's what I did during the summers as a youth. Good morning, Brittany. Good to see you. Brittany writes, another Brittany writes, oh, I just lost you. She writes, Blue Ash YMCA has teen camp and LIT and CIT programs to help kids get experience until they can become a camp counselor. Yes, they do. Shout out to the YMCA around the city. Tracy writes, the boys have chores every day, all year round, and they volunteer at the Ronald McDonald House. I don't want to make it sound like they're lazy, but trust and believe. I'm glad I don't have the expense of day camp and daycare anymore. Okay, you're going to rub it in, huh, Tracy? Just go ahead and rub it in. Dale writes, I think it was the University of Maryland basketball or football team who started that lame version of the running man. Well, they need to get some deductions on their credit report or something, some kind of serious consequence for conjuring up such a ridiculous dance. And then you got the nerd that called that the running man. That's not the running man. And it really reflects this new society where they don't even want to do anything. Like with the old running man, you had to have a little bit of athleticism to do it. Okay? You know, it's something that unless you're just naturally a dancer or naturally physically gifted, if somebody says do the running man, you got to think like, okay, running man, okay, how do I get started? This new running man is just so reflective of this new generation. It's silly, it's goofy. Did I say all those things? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't take itself as seriously as the old running man did. Maybe that's the issue. But I mean, unless you're a naturally gifted physical person like that, a naturally gifted dancer, you just look ridiculous doing that new one. I'm just being honest. It's something that only kids can do, I'm sure. Oh, my gosh. Kenny writes, the same thing happened in CCY. Budget cut. Yep. Budget cuts do you in every single time. It's a very sad reality of the world that we live in. Most certainly. Currently 7:40 a.m. in the Queen City. More culture, more superlative flow, should I say, on people, politics, and pleasure. Right after a few messages.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
So you see, son, good manners are very, very important. Someday, many years from now, when you're a grown-up, you'll be a man. And when you are, you should be a gentleman. Do you want me to go through it one more time?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Exactly. Always say please, thank you, you're welcome, and excuse me. Sit up straight, hold doors open for ladies. If a door's shut, then knock first. Don't burp, don't swear, don't speak with your mouth full, don't reach across people's plates, keep your elbows off the table.
What table?
And don't interrupt. While we're at it, don't stare, don't use foul language, don't call people names, but do remember people's names. Always share your toys, play nice, and cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. On the bus, give up your seat to anyone who has trouble standing. Bottom line, treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Got it?
Got it.
And stop picking your nose.
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. But spending just 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier and could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. That's 2min2x.org. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
Good morning. Welcome back. Currently 7:42 a.m. in the Queen City. Nate Ivey with you. And welcome back to the last honest place in America. And let's get back into it. Spending some time on local issues in the state of Ohio. If you're not a sports fan, I guess you don't know it. Perhaps you are an NBA fan. You fell asleep. But last night, the Cleveland Cavaliers obliterated. I don't get to use that word too much, but they, and I believe I'm defining this justifiably so, obliterated the Toronto Raptors in a way that makes me feel like Game 6, I believe, back in Toronto. last game of the Eastern Conference Finals that follows this day. You've got Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Golden State Warriors, two-time MVP, the first ever unanimous MVP. I don't think he deserved it. You got the MVP coach of the year, Steve Kerr. I mean, is he really coaching? Is he really any good, or did he just have a great team? This is game, I believe, 6 tonight. No, game 5 tonight. And the Oklahoma City Thunder could close it out. That would be huge. That would be huge. This team got more regular season victories than any other team in NBA history. What does that prove to you? If they are bounced out of the playoffs, it proves what everybody's been saying about the NBA, is that it's watered down and most of the talent is concentrated on a few teams. Right. So if you get a team with a lot of good players that's really find some good chemistry, they can mold through the other teams. Perhaps that's what happened this past year. Very interesting. What we haven't discussed, we need to. And this is a local story that concerns the Sam DuBose family. Did you pay any attention to, did you watch any of your local news reports? The judge made his determination about how they were going to divvy up the settlement. And this is a very macabre thing to discuss, but it needs discussing. Do you believe that was fair? How do you feel about this? From what I understand, the lawyers are going to get about $1.4 million. $1.4 million. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of money, and this situation doesn't involve your family. It's a hell of a lot of money, isn't it? And the lion's share of the settlement is going to go to Sam DuBose's children. I believe he has, 12, 13, 14 children? Damn, that's a lot of kids. The hell, you got a farm somewhere? Woo! But I am not judging. And they are going to each get, I believe it was somewhere around a little bit over $200,000 because their father was killed by Ray Tensing, who at the time was a University of Cincinnati police officer. He's no longer a University of Cincinnati police officer. And I don't think there's anybody, including the good folks at the University of Cincinnati, that want him to be there. He's out. And the safety director / I believe he was the chief of police over the University of Cincinnati, he's out. Because everyone's watching and people understand that now some heads have to roll. What's going to happen to those two officers who I believe were caught on tape, perhaps willing to lie, do whatever necessary to support a fellow officer? As I understand it, they're back on the job. Not a good thing. And there are some university students who are not happy about it. You know it and I know it. Let's be real here. But how do you feel about that? I mean, that is a very macabre thing to have to discuss. I mean, how much is a human life worth? How much is it worth? $200,000. And that money can go very, very quickly. And I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with their money, but it would be so nice if, and again, who knows what people's particular circumstances are, but it would be so nice if, the family, the children were able to invest that money somehow together or independently so it can have a real impact in their lives moving forward, okay? That's what I would hope. Hope nothing but the best for all those involved. I believe that his mother got a little bit of money, and Sam DuBose's father, he got the smallest amount of money. And I thought, wow, what is that? I mean, he was just as equally as an instrumental in bringing Sam DuBose to life. I'm not sure if he was in his son's life on a regular basis. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, but I'm like, what's that all about? Is that like some anti-daddy kind of stuff? But again, I don't know the details. This is Cincinnati's story. Many of you are Cincinnatians. Perhaps you do. But as I said, just an awful thing to even have to discuss. Mr. Hollywood writes, Nate, do you think Ray Tensing is going to get off? It's a good chance. So it gets